Hi all, it's a wet, horrible Sunday morning. I was going to do this yesterday, but it's still mizzly and drizzly, and I thought, well, I'm going to put my wet gear on and I'm going to do it today. It's Sunday the 5th of July. So this is the front field. I'm going to just go over with the bushwhacker. I've got lots of little dot patches. The history of this field is in 2007 we bought the farm and it was in a terrible state, and if I go over to the worst patch I've got here of docks, this is what it was like all over. It was pretty filthy and horrible, and granddad docks like we've got here. And this actually isn't part of the field here, this soil. It came from the ditches along the side of the track, the fosses as they call them here, and I said to the guy, you can dump it in here, so we're still coping with it. But this field, over the years, I don't like using chemicals, so I use my ordinary mower that I use for the lawn. It's quite a big one, it's not one of the little ones, it's a metre and a half, I think, that cuts. It's not four-wheel drive, and I go over it after every grazing, and this is how we've got it now. After, what's that, 2017 is 10, so after just over 12 years, we've got one or two little patches here, there's a couple there. I cut this once after one grazing, and we've got 5 horses, all big South-Francais jobs, because the South-Francais breeders here. We're near St. Lo, here we are, look, and this is a sour patch. They do their piddle here, and then we've got a bigger patch, which is the cropped loo. So they do their turds here, but I'll probably go over with the mower later on. But it's my main job today is to get rid of the docks, stop them feeding. So, like I say, in 2008, in the spring, I got a contractor in and we rotavated this to 6 inches, 8 inches, and we went across, we went long ways and diagonal twice, so that's 3 times. And I didn't reseed it, I didn't do anything. But this is natural pasture and it's good stuff. And even now, I'll show you the length of grass. There we are. That's the length of grass there. We're about a finger depth. And we graze this at night. And then you can see the horses in another paddock across there. Just go over. They're in that during the day. So the policy is cut and graze all the time. You see the charolais, and you can see the herd underneath the oak tree there. There's only 4 now, so there's a Winnie. So the old girl, we've got a dance who is 30 years old, she's somewhere else. So there we are, and that's the same. Everything's the same. And of course I like to treat the clover a bit good, and this is another toilet area for them, but we've got some long grass here that they're not eating, so that's going to have to go. Now the other thing is, Yorkshire fog. This is Yorkshire fog, and they don't like Yorkshire fog. It makes a good hay grass, but they don't like eating it. It's rather sour. So you're saying to yourself, who am I to tell you about grassland? What's my qualifications? Well, just a short resume. When I was living in England, I was a farm manager, but my education was from Sparshott College of Agriculture in Hampshire, and then I went into farm management, and my first farm was on a farm near Emsworth on the Hampshire-Sussex border. And there's a happy dog. And I I learnt there about the grassland because I was in charge of the 2 dairy herds, and my boss was chairman of the Sussex Grassland Society. So he took me everywhere judging, and I learnt my grassland management there for 3 years. So, but I also stayed on at the college, as, like the French call me, a professor agriculture. So I was doing lecturing in dairying and grassland management and corn management and sprays and use of chemicals on a part-time basis. So I'm pretty well clued up with everything agriculture, and especially comes in handy with my horse management, which is what I'm into now. Now I'll just walk through here and I'll show you a paddock that's looking very well. I topped. This is the old silage area, and it's really handy in the winter because they don't go out and they're in their barn. I'll do another section on barn later on because it's rather complicated, but it's all to do with making life easy for myself because I'm here by myself and I like to keep things nice and steady. So here we are. This was topped off 3 weeks ago, and then we got a nice drop of white clover. I like to keep the white clover, as I said before. Oh, we got some red clover. That's great. That's a better nitrogen fixer. There we are. So another oak tree. Loads of oak trees about. This is what they're grazing on. Now there was a good article on Facebook I've noticed this morning about sugars in the grass, and it's very true. You don't want to feed them high sugar content because of the laminitis and foot problems. So you've got to keep it above 4 inches. There we are. There's your 4 inches. All different grass varieties here. Foxtail there. That's a good variety for horses. And also, when I went to England last year, I took my horse breeding association from St Lo, the Normandy, Cheval Normandy, and the boss and me went over with a stand to. I just show you mine. I planted all these trees. Just keeps a nice attitude around the farm, you know, keeps it sort of countrified, doesn't it? But anyway, we went to the Kent County show, and we also went to, in July, the jumping competition at Hartbury. And when we were going along, I noticed a lot of horses on the side, and the grazing was absolutely bloody disgusting. We got great big tough bits, and the bare pasture, and they're just eating dirt. And so you've got to learn really grassland management. And the other day on Facebook there was a picture of a bugloss, and the caption was, "What's this? Do I have to pull it up? Is it poisonous?" There's books and books and books published for grassland, identifying grasses and identifying, I hesitate to call them weeds, natural natural plants. Bugloss is lovely, it's really good for the bees. So someone said don't take it up because it's good for the bees and it's not poisonous for horses. So there we are. So that's the end of that. I'm getting wet through, but never mind. I should do my bushwhacking, get rid of these docks, and then I'll probably graze this for another week, let everything come up even, and then I'll give it another cut. And it was cut about 6 weeks ago, and 5 horses have grazed it, and it's about, I don't know, just short of a hectare. So there we are. Anyway, thank you very much. I'm getting wet. Dog's getting wet. Milu. Yeah, good boy. Okay, over and out. Thank you.